you can do it with that. And that one's coming up in just a few moments. But first off, before we actually maybe, physically cook anything, let's start off with the appliance that we all use so much, and that is the microwave. And I wanna ask you, what are you using in your microwave to, whether it's cover your food or what have you? Is it plastic? We have, from Cuchina Safe, we have a better option. We have the microwave plate cover, and you can see that one is on the far left. Or we have the two vented lids. There's a 9-inch and there's an 8-inch. And we're gonna show you, if you don't have those, you're gonna see something that's familiar to what you're probably doing. I gotta tell you, this is a better option. And Stephanie Roberts is joining us this morning to give us the details.
Absolutely. So this is high quality borosilicate glass, because what have most of us been using in our microwaves? All right, be prepared to be a little grossed out. Have you seen that in your home? You know, the veggies that are smashed down with that plastic wrap and juice running out. Okay, this is how many of us have been cooking in our microwave, right? You put the food on a plate, you cover it with some plastic of some sort, and off you go. Well, a couple things wrong with this. Number one, totally unappetizing. Number two, how many times have you heard we should not put plastic in the microwave? There are lots of health reasons why the heat, not something we want to do, so stop doing it. This is the way to stop doing it. Use a vented glass lid. These are coming to us from Cuchina Safe. What makes this special is the quality of the glass. This is commercial grade glass. It is serious heavy glass called borosilicate glass. This is actually the same kind of glass that those measuring cups you probably use are. Your grandma probably had all the dishes made of this glass. So why did we stop buying it? Well, the reason is it's really expensive to produce. So fortunately, Cuchina Safe has come up with this great way to make both a cover and cook, so we can use that as a cover, or we can turn it over. You're doing a great job hand modeling for me, as a 2-quart casserole dish. So everything you're seeing is multifunctional. These lids, you get an 8 or a 9-inch lid. They are vented. You can see the little holes there that allows the steam to escape so that I can do the cooking. And then also, I can plop these down, use them as a trivet. I can cover my pot with it. They were made with these concentric circles here so they don't slide all around in the microwave.
That's good.
Every little thing possible so that we stop using this. Do you have things that look like this in your home? Those nasty plastic containers? Why do we still have these? I'm guilty too, until I found this.
There is a better way, and I will tell you, these sell out every time we bring these in. Every visit, they sell out. And if you haven't had a chance to get them yet, now is your time, because take a look at this. This is how you're gonna use the lids.
Look at that. And wouldn't you rather have gorgeous, green, crisp vegetables safely cooked with a nice glass lid, vented so that I don't get any mush from them? And it doesn't matter whether you're taking frozen vegetables, whether you're cooking fresh vegetables. I love to buy these, and I'm not gonna apologize for it, right? I'm a busy working mom. I don't spend a lot of time cooking and prepping. Don't have a sous chef at home. So I don't have to cook in this, though. And I think that's where we all think, oh, well, we'll just, what does it say? Steam in bag? Do not steam in bag. Steam in bowl and use a glass lid instead, because the point is just to get the steam. I want the fresh vegetables, but I want them cooked safely. So that's just one of the many things that we can do with the lids. Now, that's the one option, the 8 and 9-inch lids. The cover and cook, I use, honestly, on top of my plates. So I can make something, you can honestly do a whole dozen strips of bacon. These are bacon wrapped Brussels sprouts. But do you see how the lid itself fits on top of the plate? So that is my cover and cook. Here is how I want my leftovers, or when I'm reheating dinner for hubby, to be presented. Here is what most of us are guilty of doing. Numerous problems here. Plastic wrap smashed on top of my food is by no means attractive or probably a good health choice. But I'm about to lose all the good stuff. The cheese, the sauce. I don't want to lose all the good stuff. So what I like about the cover and cook is that, how many different times do you have to put food on the table for your family? I make a pot of something, you dish out plates, throw it in the fridge, right? Kids come home late, husband comes home late. You cover it, you put this in the microwave, and you're good to go.
And you're done, and that's the deal. And the thing is, we're going to use our microwave anyway. We're going to use that convenience, but we want to be smart about it. And we've learned over the years that putting plastic in the microwave and heating it up to who knows what temperature is just not the smartest decision that we could make. This is the way to go. And what I like about these is, unlike the plastic, you don't have to rebuy this over and over and over. You buy it once and you're gonna have it and you're gonna continue to use it. So if you like the cover and cook, the idea of having this over a lid, over your plate, then go ahead and get this one. If you like the 8 and 9-inch lids, you can get those. If you're saying, wait a minute, I could use both, Get both.
Well, you can. And what I like about this is heirloom quality glass. So cover and cook, now I'm cooking. I turned this over and I am using it as a casserole dish.
Great.
And honestly, I think it is beautiful. It is a 2-quart casserole dish. And by the way, I just used my lid as a trivet. So everything here is very, very multifunctional. And that's important to me. You know, I want to get the value for my dollar. But what I like about the value of this glass is that you're making an investment in smarter cooking choices and honestly easier cooking choices. But this is such high quality stuff. This isn't going anywhere. You know, you buy these lids, you'll be able to pass these lids down, not like the plastic that we should throw out probably every time we use it. So you're making an environmentally green decision too. So it's all a feel-good thing to think about.
Absolutely.
What I like about the cover and cook as a casserole dish is it's got this scalloped edge, which obviously makes it look very cute and fun and just a nice presentation. But that same scalloped edge is what helps the heat and the steam escape when I'm reheating my food. See, I want just enough steam to escape so that I don't end up with any pops.
Yes.
You know, how many times have you done the pasta in the microwave and had to clean it off the entire microwave? But the way it is shaped also allows the moisture to rain back down on the food.
Right.
So I'm not drying out my food. I'm letting just enough steam escape. And by the way, I get a cute little decorative scalloped edge for when I use it as a casserole dish. So literally every little thing has been thought of. A female entrepreneur created these. And I love the fact that she created them for her own health reasons. She wanted to eliminate heating plastic as part of her world. But then she realized all the different things that these can be used for. I keep mine right next to my microwave in the cupboard, and every time I go to heat something, I grab a lid and I put it on. Or if I'm reheating a plate now, I grab the cover and cook. It has changed the way I feed my kids. I feel good about this as a mom. Again, busy working mom syndrome. You know, they sell these cute little sandwiches that come in plastic wrap. I didn't particularly feel bad about it because if I can't make you a great out-the-door breakfast, at least I know you're getting a good protein source, right? Well, look what the protein source is being cooked in.
I know.
I know. Okay, so I feel a little bad about that now. Here's a great solution. We could take an egg, we can put it in just a regular old bowl, right? Everybody has one of those. I'm gonna cover it with my lid. Watch what I can do in under a minute. So I've got teenage boys. They don't want to be cooking. Trust me, I don't want them cooking. Not at 7 o'clock in the morning. Something bad will happen. Anybody can hit 1 minute on the microwave and make an egg. Make your own egg sandwich. Why do I want to go ahead and cook it in plastic? These are easy solutions.
It is, because the thing is, we were always going for convenience. And like you said, there are 1,000 reasons of why convenience is necessary in our lives. But I would rather have something that is better for me and can still be convenient for me as I press the button on the microwave. And that's what you're looking at here. And that's why these sell out every time, because we know we need to make a better choice. And this allows us to easily make a better choice without ever having to think about it. Stephanie said she leaves these, the lids next to her microwave. I leave them in the microwave. So that when I go in, I just shoot, put it on top, close the button, close the door and press the button. And that's the deal. You don't have to make any extra room for it. And breakfast is done.
And breakfast is done. I did that for 45 seconds. So again, I threw an egg in a bowl, a couple drops of water. I covered with my lid. I heard a couple pops in there, but that's okay because I was venting my steam. And there I am good to go. I mean, how much better do I feel about this as breakfast? As, I'm sliding it all over. So you can see it's very nonstick,
well, it's a fresh egg.
It is a very fresh egg.
This one probably doesn't move if you paid it.
And by the way, that's how breakfast goes in my house when I'm cooking with one eye open. But the point of the matter is, I can handle that 45 seconds because convenience is key. But guess what? Convenience isn't everything. Health is. So this is a really good solution about how I can be healthy, I can be convenient, I can do it all at the same time.
For sure.
Now, fun is important too, okay? And dessert and cakes are fun. But having time to bake cake, doing all that, sometimes it's a little hard. I have learned from the creator, Susan, that you can bake an amazing cake in the microwave. This was done in 3 minutes. She inverted a little glass in the middle because that helps us with release and also keeps the cooking even throughout the center. We get the venting that we need, but to be able to cook a cake in minutes in the microwave,
oh my gosh,
isn't that cool? I think it's a really neat, it's so, you can see it, and it's moist because we're releasing just enough steam through the vented lid. lids, but we're allowing the steam and the moisture from that we need to stay in there. So again, just the whole design concept, you can go from one thing to the other. I want to take a quick look down here because we've kind of laid out all the different things that the lids work on. You're boiling something on the stove. Can you ever find the right pot for the right pan and the right lid for the go with them? I'm usually boiling something over while I'm under the counter looking for it. This has solved all of my problems. These sit, again, in that counter right next to my stove and my microwave. Now when I start boiling rice or whatever, I grab my lid, I'm warming soup. Inevitably, I'm gonna walk away and it's gonna splash everywhere. Just keep it right there. Again, it's gonna vent what it needs to. You didn't realize all the reasons you need this until you start using them. It's perfect for reheating all the leftovers. As we said, look at all the moisture that's in there. I want that moisture. I want that moisture to keep my food steamy and wonderful. I don't want it dry and rubbery. When things get dry and rubbery in the microwave, it's because we've sucked all the moisture out of them. So what the Cover and Cook does is it keeps just enough moisture in, and again, that slotted edge helps the steam escape. So I have the perfect leftovers with that.
It really is.
When you start putting that lid, look at this. You can make popcorn. I can fit it on this bowl. I can fit it on that bowl. I can reheat my coffee. I probably use the smaller one for that. But the sizes are such that they go with absolutely everything. The rings there help keep it from sliding all around. And no matter what, this can go anywhere I need it to. What I like also, it can go right in the refrigerator. So if I've made something earlier in the day, I slide it in the fridge, and I can slide it in the oven. So I'm gonna make one more trip to the oven.
We're gonna do that. And so think, a refrigerator, oven, microwave, table. I mean, it's gone everywhere, and it's the same item. It is the same thing. Take a look at this. Look
what's coming out. So this is a cauliflower pizza. And by the way, these recipes are on hsn.com with this product, because again, the inventor, Susan, has done just a great job with some healthy recipes. I'm gonna put this down because now I'm using my lid as my trivet.
Cauliflower?
And yes, because again, we're watching our carbs. Maybe we're making gluten-free choices. A cauliflower pizza crust, and then of course with sauce, and I'm a pepperoni girl, so there's our topping. But again, we baked this in the Cover and Cook. Now, what I like is that I could have made this tonight, Sunday night for Monday, right? The night before, put it in the fridge, gone to work, come home, and we don't have a lot of things that you can take from the refrigerator and pop them into the oven without them cracking in half.
That's right.
This is the difference with borosilicate glass. It is temperature sensitive, it is temperature safe, so that you can do all these things. I can cover my kids' meals and then slide it right into the microwave, fridge to microwave, fridge to oven. It can handle it all. This is a workhorse.
And you never have to worry about it. And that's the thing, you buy this once and you're not having to rebuy this every 6 months like you would with plastic. You're not having to wonder, is that microwave safe? Is that gonna be okay? Because you know it will be. It's the same glass in many of our microwaves, the little roundabout turntable is made of the exact same glass, but you have it where you can cook, you can cover, you can do all of it. So this is called the Cook and Cover right here. And then if you want the lids, you're getting both of them, the 8-inch and the 9-inch. And if you want both sets, go ahead and do them because you've got free shipping. You've got it on FlexPay for just under $10. And you never have this.
And you don't want to ever see this again. Remember, glass doesn't come out looking like this. Plastic does. Let's be done with the plastic.
For sure, Stephanie, thank you.
Good to see you.
As always, Stephanie always brings us things that can make life even easier, even more convenient and quicker. So